and welcome to all of the new viewers. My name is Odessa. I'm the Mystic Intuitive Healer. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master, spiritual coach, and an intuitive tarot card reader. And through the work I'm doing here on YouTube, as well as my website, odessamall.com, I hope to deliver messages to you that will help you to awaken, heal, align, and grow. And today we are doing a really fun topic. I'm looking into how your exes feel about your glow up. So I've got 3 piles for you guys to select from. Pile number 1 is partnered with this seashell. Seashells are connected to the ocean, so they are connected to the emotional body, empathy. The seashell can also be connected to having strong boundaries. It can also be talking about finding hidden information, that pearl of wisdom. Then pile number 2 is partnered with lavender. Lavender is a plant that is known for its healing and medicinal properties, soothing and easing stress and anxiety within us. It is also a element that's used often in love spells. Pile number 2 is partnered with this incense stick. Incense is used for connecting with spirit. It's often used in spiritual practices. It is also used for cleansing and banishing. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a second to select your pile and I will see you in a moment. Hi, pile number 1. Okay, so I've got your seashell here, and these 3 cards are gonna give me an idea of how your ex is feeling about your glow up. Let's see what you got. You got the 9 of Cups, closure, and Starseed Elemental. Okay, this is really interesting. So, honestly, I get the sense from you guys that you actually had an amicable separation. I really do. For a large majority of you. I think that they're feeling very positive about your glow up. They are thinking you are looking amazing. You are happy. You are back to your youthful, fun, experimental, like sort of childlike nature. Like the Starseed Elemental is this card, is talking about being in tune with your inner child. It's about trying new things. It's about having as much fun as you possibly can. Really reaching new heights of experimentation and just living life to the fullest. And then the 9 of Cups is talking about like wish fulfillment and like luxury and abundance and completely being satisfied and like appreciative of your life. Like you are obviously in a very, very, very good place. Now the closure card is giving me the vibe that you guys have had closure and they are happy for you. They feel very positive about all of these changes that have happened in your life. I get the feeling that you possibly just recognize that you weren't right for each other. Now, this card could also be saying, for those of you who did not have an amicable breakup, that they wish they could get closure, that they're looking at you and your amazing like glow up and they are thinking, I completely screwed up and now the door is closed on me because she doesn't want to have, or he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. They've moved on, they're happy, and all I want is for us to be able to have a sit down and talk about this. So it could be either or, like whatever, fits your, the dynamic of your breakup. Obviously apply that explanation to it. But regardless of whether you had a messy breakup or an amicable breakup, they are seeing you glowing and they are so impressed. And I just got the word envious, so there is definitely two sides going on here, because I was like, saying impressed and I heard envious. So yeah, let's get some more cards then. This is juicy. Yeah, let's definitely dive in further. Okay. So how is pile number one's ex feeling about pile number one's glow up? Okay. Okay. All right, so there is a chance that there is a small portion of you that had a very amicable breakup. There is definitely two storylines going on here. I mean, there is, it will, there are some of you that did have an amicable breakup, right? The Six of Pentacles is here, which is talking about a fair and even trade. The Two of Cups is really giving me strong energy of, two people that gave it a shot and it just wasn't the right fit. And you utilized all of your, emotional and communication skills, your high empathy, your emotional intelligence, to really figure out between the two of you whether this is something that you could see, really going the long haul or not. You decided that you would be better off as friends, and you amicably split up. This might be for some of you like you were part of the same friend group, like you've known each other for a while, you casually dated, and you were like, no, this just doesn't feel right. He felt like my brother. That's not sustainable. So, and I think that he was feeling obviously the same way, or, vice versa, if it's a she, or it doesn't matter. It could be any combination. All of them felt like you were dating your sibling and it didn't work out, but you maintained a friendship. Okay, so that's one group of you. Then the other group of you. It was a messy breakup and it was a very painful, complicated relationship. From what I see here, he like, and I don't use this term lightly, but I say covert narcissist, emperor in reverse. That is a power-hungry individual who is using their tools of manipulation to bully you into behaving a certain way because they want power and control. There was a lot of conflict in the relationship. Your boundaries were constantly being tested, and you ended up feeling like you were in this prison of your own making because, I think many of you are extremely strong, independent people, and you really honestly didn't see the toxicity of the relationship until you were deep in it. And that's how it works. Covert narcissists, they will love bomb you. They will pretend that they are your perfect partner and they want to do nothing but make you happy. They'll mirror back to you everything that you are looking for in a partner. So they basically do that by asking you tons of questions. They're interested in everything about you. They want to spend every single minute with you. They give you gifts. They plan special dates. It's like Prince or Princess Charming. And you are flattered and you can't believe that you've met somebody that is like, you know, your divine counterpart, your true love, your twin flame. But all of a sudden, it can happen really quickly or it can take a while. Things, they start to be more open about their dislikes or their anxieties about things. And being a balanced partner, you want to compromise and find balance in the relationship. Two of Pentacles. You give in to some of these modifications. And then these modifications end up becoming a prison because it's this slow drip. And before you know it, your entire basement is flooded and it's awful. And you ended up stepping back from this relationship. For some of you, I think there was like a massive blowout, like something serious happened where you ended up having to do a lot of self-reflection. The Hanged One is talking about looking at things from a different perspective. Sometimes that can be like being forced to look at it from a different perspective. Like the person gets violent or super aggressive or just extremely toxic to the point where I'm getting that they were even toxic. This won't resonate for all of you, but for some of you, they were so toxic that they couldn't even keep the mask on in front of others. And it was like your friends and family were like, what is going on? This is not healthy. And you had to look at things from a different perspective. And you released them. You let go. You released the baggage and you moved on. And they are still wanting you back. Now, if this person has been in contact with you or does come back into your orbit, I highly recommend you stay completely no contact with this person, because this kind of energy is super, super toxic, and it actually comes from their own deep sense of inferiority, their lack of independence, and their insecurities, and it's based on trauma from their own life, and they are in control of, and they are responsible for clearing that. And I think you know that because, like, obviously you've moved on, right? There's this closure card. You've moved on. Now this is different. Like, if this, for the people out there that where you have this amicable breakup, that partner was healthy. You can maintain a friendship with them. You can continue to move forward with that friendship. I don't think that it was even a serious relationship. These people that were with the toxic narcissist, it was definitely a serious relationship. Like, I'm hearing that you actually thought you might get married. Some of you might have even been engaged. Some of you might have been married. And you are now free of this energy. And you are like a kid again. You just, like, all of the things that you loved that, you know, really like meant the world to you and helped you to feel, you know, grounded in who you are, slowly started to come back into your life. And once you gain control of your own energy again, you shut the door on that and you are, you know, looking towards the future. There is no going back here at all. And your ex knows that. Now, I'm still hearing hoovering, which is a technique that narcissists use where they come back and they try and engage you again, hoping that they can once again be part of your energy, your circle. They will use you as like supply is what it's called. Basically, they want you to like give them attention, and you know, it gives them a ego boost, you know, and they might want to actually date you, but they might just want to be friends with you. And then what they'll be doing is using you in this form of triangulation against whoever they date next. to use you to make the next person feel insecure and jealous. It's this, like, there's no upside to hanging out with this person. Now, people that are in their shadow like this do tend to be like exciting, interesting people, and they can kind of be the life of the party, and there is an intoxicating quality to their energy. But I promise you, it's all fake, and they don't really care on the emotional level. You know, like, there's a reason I intuitively select these cards. I don't know what they are. I just randomly pick an object based on what my guides are telling me. And there is truly a lesson here. The emotional body needing to have boundaries, not giving up the pearl. Don't give up the jewels to this person. They're not worth it at all. So let's get some more cards about what your ex is feeling about your glow up. What is pile number one's ex feeling about your glow up? Oh, I love it. Oh, boy. Okay. This is one of my favorite decks, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It's just so great for intuitive reading. Okay, so, oh my God. All right, so I'm going to be, these messages do primarily focus on this toxic relationship. So, the relationship ended for a very good reason, because they were having an affair. There were secrets going on. You were at extreme risk. They might have been putting you physically at risk, whether that was because they were angry, hostile, and violent, or whether they were just, you know, having sex with people that weren't you and not being wise about it, so that physically you were in danger. You know, like, that's definitely not cool. And you totally release them. You completely release them, and they are now worried that you are going to seek revenge on them, because you were completely devoted to them and they did not appreciate you at all. You got the appreciation card. They didn't appreciate you at all. Now they do. Now they see you like as this complete goddess, but they are truly worried that you are gonna reveal what they were doing and their secrets, so that their whole house of cards comes crumbling down, because you know too much. So this person actually might not ever come back into your life and harass you, because I think that you have really, like, you have achieved a level of independence that and positivity in your life. You got the optimism card, that you've literally birthed a new version of yourself. And they don't think that being patient and giving you flattery, which is typically what they would be doing when they are hoovering you, would even work. And it would be more of a risk. If they brought you back into their life, you might end up telling people what was going on and making them look bad. And that's something that the narcissist definitely does not want to be revealed, because they have this whole, like, you know, house of cards, like I was saying. Like, they're lying to multiple people. They lie to their family, they lie to all their friends, and they have people that know, like, certain pieces of information. Nobody knows everything except for you. You knew everything. I think you found text messages or something, like, on their social media, like that they had separate accounts, something like super shady. and they are just like never, ever, ever gonna risk you taking them out, because that's the kind of sick person that they are, that they would think that you would be seeking revenge. Meanwhile, you're like, hell no, I'm blowing up. I'm focusing on myself. I am focusing on being abundant, healthy. Like, I'm working on my exterior beauty. I'm diving into my interior beauty. I'm reconnecting with all the things that made me feel full of love and joy and happiness. I'm reconnecting with new people. I'm going out. I'm having like fabulous dinners. I'm having drinks with friends. I'm buying new clothes. I'm getting my hair done. I'm listening to music that I love. I'm going to concerts. Like, COVID or no COVID, I'm going to find a way to be a complete god/goddess. And they like do not understand that at all, because they are so stuck in their shadow. And honestly, their karma is coming to them. Their karma is coming to them. This revenge card, he's cut his head off and there's this like couple being intimate. Like, I think that their nasty ways are definitely going to come to bite them in the butt, like this bear chasing after this guy. They're either going to get some sort of STD, or they're going to, you know, get mixed up with the wrong person, because, you know, narcissists date other narcissists. Like, there's nothing, there's different, it's a spectrum, right? It's toxic people. There's a spectrum. They are probably going to encounter somebody, right? Like, they're the little narcissist down there, and they're going to meet a giant narcissist who is going to decapitate them. And you're not bothered, because you are out there birthing all of these beautiful new ideas. Like, you're starting businesses. You are, you know, starting new hobbies. You're redecorating your house. You know, you are reconnecting with like hobbies and interests that maybe you had been totally disconnected with. Maybe you're learning tarot yourself. You know, you're learning witchcraft. You're learning like how to cook. You're learning to play an instrument. Like, you are just shining out all of your beautiful inner light. You're raising your vibration, and eventually they're not going to be able to even come near you, because vibrationally you're going to be so out of alignment with each other that like there's no way that they'll ever even be able to, like, they'll never run into you on the street, you know what I mean? Like, it'll just be like you're in two totally different places in your life. All right, so let me get some final cards to sort of encapsulate how your ex is feeling about your glow up. How is pile number one's ex feeling about their glow up? Oh. Okay, so the first cards you got are breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Yes! So you've been letting go of, like, I'm getting codependency. There might have been things, overindulgences and things. Like, narcissists have bad habits, man. Like, they overspend, they gamble, they drink too much, they do all the things that they shouldn't. Now, I'm not saying that they're all alcoholics and sex addicts. Some of them are, but their way of engaging in the world with people is not healthy. And when you're in their life, you can end up taking on some of that as well. And you have course corrected, my friend. You are no longer doing that at all. You are triple spiraling it towards your future. You got triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. That is amazing. I'm so excited for you. How is pile number one's ex feeling about you? Okay, this one wanted to come out too. Oh, yes. All right, so you just got Labyrinth, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. Just like I was saying, you've like raised your vibration to a point where they're never going to be able to touch you again. You've escaped this labyrinth. They are still in the darkness trying to run away from the Minotaur. And you followed that golden thread all the way out of the darkness. You are free. And now it's time for you to harness your festival energy, create an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. You are designing your life now so that it is fully, a representation of everything that you love. It's going to feel like a party. You are going to feel like every day is a celebration. That's what you're going to feel like. And that is amazing. And at that point, you're going to if you haven't already, there is a chance that you already met someone who's amazing that you absolutely love, because the Lovers card coming out, then there's this Patience card, right? With this, these two figures here, and I'm getting the energy that, maybe this toxic person was waiting for this relationship to end. And then there's also the Speculation card with this couple here as well, and then this crab coming along with their pincers. They could have been speculating, even asking your friends, oh, are they dating anyone? That kind of shady, creepy stuff. Or they're stalking you online. No, they are stalking you online. It's not a question if. They are. 100% they are. But just be unbothered, block them, delete their number, move on, because if you haven't already met this awesome person, you are shifting your timeline to the point where you won't be able to date anyone who isn't of an energetic vibration, because everyone that will be in your circle will be on the same page, because you will only accept people into your life that are equally healed, right? You're not going to be messing around with any of this kind of energy anymore, and this person knows it. That is amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this pile number 1. If you liked this reading, if it resonated, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't joined our little family yet, and share it with someone if you know someone who might be interested, who also has an ex that they've been, I just got the word harassed. Okay, if they're being harassed by an ex, yeah, definitely pass this on to them. And if anyone is interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessamall.com, and check out my services there. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 2, welcome back. So I have your cards here and the lavender. So let's see how your ex is feeling about your glow up. You got Mother of Cups, which would be the Queen of Cups, Freedom, and Realm Bridger. Okay, so I am getting the energy that your ex definitely considers you an empath, someone who is highly intuitive and psychic. They, especially with this Realm Bridger, that you are able to connect strongly with your intuition. I think that you're able to connect with energies that they don't necessarily relate to at all. I see them as being sort of caged in a prison of their own making, and that you are able to break free of that. I think that you, when you two were together, really challenged them to see the world in a new way, and I think it made them extremely uncomfortable, and I think they pushed back a lot, and that's likely why you're not together now. I think that you did have a soul contract, it was a destined meeting, but you are gonna be a star. This energy is You have bigger and better things that you need to do. And I don't necessarily at this stage, anyways, get really toxic vibes from your ex, but what I do get is that you were just never gonna be able to achieve what you need to achieve in this life if you stayed together. I think that you were sort of a guide, a mentor, a teacher to them to get them to look at things from a different perspective. And then you're gonna rise up so that you are able to really shine your light and have an impact on more people. Like, I honestly feel with this realm, Bridger, that they might see you or have always believed that you could be famous. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. That you're a star. That's really what I get. And that you're highly, like, empathetic and caring. Like, just so loving. And that I think that maybe for some of you, you met when you were like both living in your hometowns or something. And like you were like living in this small town and your dream had always been to like move to New York or move to LA or move to Paris or move to Hong Kong or, you know, move to a Sydney. I'm like, move to a large metropolitan city, and you really like they needed to let you go. They needed to let you go. They might still be there. You might still be in touch with this person. You might still have some connection. I don't, at this stage anyways, get any energy that feels like they have resentment towards you. If anything, I feel like they wish that they were able to do what you do. It's like you're this free spirit, and it's like you are reconstructing DNA. You know what I mean? Like you are able to like literally create magic in your own life. It's like you're alchemizing all of the opportunities around you to create this transformation, and they just don't know how you do it, and they can't keep up. But they see it as a beautiful thing, and that's wonderful. And I do feel like this person still is in love with you, but I don't think that you're meant to be at all. I think that you played that role, and now it's time for a different narrative. So let's see. Okay, what can you tell me about how pile number 2's ex feels about their glow up? Okay, let's see. Oh my God. Yes! This is the same story. I just told you. All right, so like I was saying, you are the high priestess. You're highly psychic. You're very empathic. You are looking towards the future. You know intuitively. I have major goosebumps. You know intuitively that you are destined for greatness. You know that you're meant to be a star. You might be musicians, like singers, dancers. I mean, you could literally be doing anything. You know, it doesn't have to be something that's related to the arts. It doesn't mean that you have to be a musician or a dancer or an actor or something. It definitely could be, but you could be like a race car driver. You could be a marine biologist. You could be a heart surgeon. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, you're going to be the best at it. You're going to be so successful because you're getting all of this intuitive information just channeled down to you that's telling you which doorways to walk through, what people to connect with. You're getting information from past lives as well that like connects back to the information and the skills that you have in this life. So it's like when I say that, I'm meaning that things come naturally to you and effortlessly to you to a certain degree in areas that you really are passionate about. And the reason that you're passionate about them is because you already have past life experience with them, and that's why you have sort of this natural aptitude towards them. And like I said, you're looking towards the future, and not only that, your ships started to come in. This might be a situation where you were like, oh, I got into the college I always wanted to get into, and I'm like gonna be studying under this like incredible professor, or you got the job. Like I'm getting like someone is gonna be working for Pixar, or they got a job working for some like really important animation studio, or like, I mean, you could be working for like Google is coming forward, like you could be working anywhere, but you got your big break. It came through. And I mean, this is just the beginning. Like for you, you're like, oh my God, I got into Juilliard. This is like the biggest thing that ever happened to me. And it is, but that's just like tip of the iceberg. Like you're going to be a star. This is incredible. And your ex knew that this was going to be happening. They knew it, they knew it, they knew it. And they could see it coming, but I think they didn't want to accept it because they were afraid of losing you. And then when the end finally did come, right? Like you wanted a whole new beginning. You got the World card. That's you completing cycles, moving on towards better karma. But the end for them just brought about all of this deep depression, sorrow, and grief. And they have been encouraged to look within and sort of like deal with their own shadow energy and look at things from a different perspective so that they can find happiness and joy. And maybe to a certain degree, they have started to do that, especially with like everything that's going on with COVID. And like, it's hard to avoid doing shadow work when everyone is like been in lockdown for at least a part of the last 2 years. But I think now they recognize that the experience that they had with you, being in a relationship with you, helped them to exercise demons and trauma from the past that they would have willingly just kept avoiding for the rest of their life if they had been with someone who was like sort of like equally in their shadow, because people do that. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being happy and content with what you have and wanting to just have more of that, right? Like, we all have free will. You can design your life any way you want. But there is a danger of missing out on your highest vibrational path, all of your true potential and your ultimate happiness by doing that. And sometimes we have to be challenged through the act of being in sort of a karmic relationship. I mean, I don't feel, when I say karmic relationship, there's such negative connotations with that. I don't think that your relationship was toxic. I think there was challenges and frustration and like there was friction, if you will. But I don't think that you were toxic towards each other. And that's why they have this unending cup of love for you. They see your new beginning as something beautiful. They see you as a star. They see you as a goddess or god, and they will never stop loving you. But I think that they recognize that this is the way it was supposed to be, and that hopefully through their own exploration, they will also be able to emerge and grow and end their own karmic cycles and move on to whatever they're supposed to be doing. Because I think you have done work. Nobody gets to be the high priestess without doing shadow work, without diving into, you know, our fears, battling those fears. Like, anyone who challenges themselves to reach the top of their industry or reach all their dreams has to fail at least half of the time. Most of the time, it's like you fail 90% of the time and you achieve what you want 10% of the time. But the amount of success that you gain in that 10% is so fulfilling that it's all worth it, right? Okay, so how does pile number 2's ex feel about pile number 2's blow up? Okay. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, so this could be playing out a couple of different ways. So you got the intuition card. So again, you're highly intuitive. You know what's going on. You know how to find balance in your life. You know how to create the kind of healthy life that you want. You got the health card. And really like work towards your dreams and, you know, achieve greatness. Because you got innovation, right? So this is you like breaking the mold, being something that the world has never seen. I think you have high ideals. I think not only do you have high standards for yourself that helps you to achieve your greatness, but you also have high ideals as far as society goes. So for some of you, you might be like justice warriors in your own way, right? Like maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're looking towards becoming a journalist, or you know, you're doing something healthcare. You could be a nurse, a doctor, like I was saying before. You want the world to be a better place, is what I'm saying. Even if that is just through the action of creating beautiful art. That fills people up too. That is a healing form of creation as well. And you're extremely optimistic about your future and what you can achieve. You make wise decisions that you're very strategic about what you're going to be doing. Your ex really saw you as someone who was restless, but what they didn't seem to understand was that you are being divinely guided. Hermes or Mercury is on the front of this card, and he's the messenger of the gods. Like he's the god connected with communication. You have these divine secrets. And I think that your ex was trying to kind of control you to a certain degree. Now, for some of you, there might have been a toxic element. I don't think that that's for the majority of you, but there could have been a toxic element. I can't ignore the fact that there is some cards here that could indicate that there was some sort of betrayal, deception, infidelity, or some sort of controlling dynamic in the relationship that you had to break free of. Still for the same reasons that I was giving before, that you're a star, you're being guided divinely to do something that's going to change the world. And your ex was more in their shadow and wanted to keep you from doing that because they didn't want you to leave them. Now, they might have even been accusing you of cheating on them, or that they felt like whatever you were doing, you were being too seductive and out there, and they felt threatened by that. And to a certain degree, they felt like you discriminated against them when you released them. But in reality, the truth was that they were not being healthy in your life. You weren't moving in the same direction. There's a fox here, which is a symbol of trickster energy. And you wanted to blossom and grow. You wanted to transform, like the world card, like all of these butterflies. And they get that now. They totally get that. I don't get the energy that this person is ever going to come back. I don't get the feeling that this person is like a narcissist, where they're like incurably toxic. But I do get the energy that they were extremely insecure and very emotionally immature, and that they have a lot of growth to do. But I think that they get that now, and they are starting to do a more deep dive. And I still get the feeling like they're back in your hometown, still working the same job, still hanging out with the same people, and you're like in LA at industry parties, getting acting gigs, and your future is exploding. Someone just got signed up to a contract with Netflix. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Okay, so yeah. What does pile number 2's ex feel about their glow up? Woo. You got lots. Oh my God, amazing, yes. Okay, so you got time to shine, creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Yes, you guys are stars. You definitely are achieving greatness in your life. And you got the achievement card. Win the award, accolade, or contract. Someone could very well like win an Emmy, win an Oscar, win like a Golden Globe, win a Grammy. Like, this is the energy that's coming through. Like, achieving high levels of success in whatever your field is. This could be like Nobel Peace Prize. This could be, you get selected for a specific grant. Like, it's major stuff. And you're totally on target. Follow your ideal life path. That's what you're doing. You have embraced all aspects of yourself. You got triple moon, embrace all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So you're, like I've been saying all the way along, you are in tune with your intuition, which has been telling you that you're supposed to be doing this thing. And you listened to that and you left the relationship because you would die inside if you hadn't done that. And you got healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. I think that through this relationship, you would equally, I think, say that it was a healing union for you, because you were able to finally release that last bit of codependent energy or whatever like blockages you had that made you feel like maybe you should just stick where you are. You were like, I just keep getting that same energy that I just said, which is like, I've got to try. Like, I've got to try this. If I don't try this, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. And it's totally working out in your favor. You got happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. And you got one enchanted evening, the perfect night. I think that your ex is, okay, on one hand, they know that you are looking for a stable partnership that is joyful, that you can be like best friends with, and they know that they didn't have that with you. And then on the other side, they wish that they could be still part of your life and be friends with you, and they're wishing for one, like they daydream about having one night with you, like, and I don't get the energy it's like in a sexual way. Like, I mean, like, what I'm seeing in my mind is Cinderella. Like, they wish that they could be the Prince Charming to come in and like, have some sort of rom-com type meet cute again, and you guys have like one night and you like drink wine and you eat I don't know, spaghetti and the noodle. You slowly come together. Like it's like so overly cheesy romantic, but that's what I'm getting. They want this one enchanted perfect night and they think about it all the time, which actually is a beautiful thing for them because that's positive manifestation. And instead of them being in this toxic Nine of Swords and the extremism energy and the moon energy, which is just low vibrational, deep sadness, and all of the things that make you feel awful about yourself, at least they're thinking about an aspirational, high vibrational manifestation that they want, and that ultimately will bring them into a place where they are able to find someone who is a vibrational match to them that wants the same thing as them. Because I think they want to get married, have children, have a small town life, and you want action, excitement, change, evolution. You want to be an innovator, and you are. That's your destiny. So everything is going in the right direction for both of you. And I think that although there were hiccups and tension and pain, I think both of you are sort of at peace with that now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. This one was really interesting. If anyone is interested in having a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my website, odessamall.com, and you can see all of my services there. If the reading resonated, please like it. If you know someone who might be interested, share the reading. And please subscribe to the channel. Join our little family. We're growing and growing and growing. So I hope to see you guys in the next reading, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Hi, pile number 3, welcome back. Okay, so I've got your incense and your pile. These cards are gonna tell me how your ex feels about your glow up, so let's see what they think. 2 of Pentacles, clarity, and root chakra, ground and center. Okay, so they think that you have found complete balance. Absolutely. You are seemingly way more grounded than you were when they knew you. They are seeing you go through a metamorphosis. And to me, this is the energy of you having emerged from the shadows. Like this, there's a moth on here, and I associate, because moths are nocturnal, that this is talking about you diving into your own inner trauma, doing the shadow work, emerging and growing, finding the light within, you know, figuring out what you want out of life, seeing yourself as beautiful and divine, finding the clarity that you want, what you want for the future, and possibly even seeing the relationship with clarity. You know, maybe there were things that were in the shadows that you weren't aware of that are coming to light, and you have found the balance that you didn't have when you were in a relationship with them. And this butterfly, I mean, I'm on the fence about whether it's a butterfly or whether it's a moth, because the body of it actually looks fuzzy, which I associate with moths. But regardless, you have found that balance. So this is an interesting start. Let's get some more cards and find out how your ex feels about your glow up. How does pile number 3's ex feel about their glow up? Oh boy. Before I started this pile, my intuition, my guides were already channeling to me that this was gonna be a situation where we were gonna be talking about toxic elements, and they were not wrong. All right, so I mean, the relationship that you guys were in, from what I can see here, was definitely not healthy. I am not sure whether they are saying that they felt that you were unhealthy or whether they were completely unhealthy, but there were some toxic qualities going on. There could have potentially been some sort of like addictive behavior. Now that could be just like, being not having enough independence from each other, but it could also be like alcohol, gambling, shopping addictions, sex addictions. It could be controlling behavior, constantly doing surveillance on the other person. It could be any of those kinds of things. And the energy that I'm getting is that, honestly, like I assume that it's your ex that is the unhealthy, toxic element here, because the reality is that they're not happy about your glow up. They are not happy about it at all. You got the Six of Wands in reverse. They are like toxically, like angry about the fact that you have moved on from them, you released the baggage, and that they don't have any power over you anymore. Strength in reverse. I think that they felt very angry that their manipulations, I get the energy that there was like emotional abuse going on here, because the High Priestess in the reverse is talking about using your psychic and your intuitive abilities in the shadow. It is not a positive thing to be basically a dark High Priestess. This is like the kind of energy where somebody would like try and curse you, or like send you the evil eye, like just bad energy. And they see you taking your power back, emerging as the King of Wands, an authority in your own life. I think that not only are you glowing up, but you are showing the whole world how amazing you are. You are like now on a public stage, like you're out, you're hanging out with people, you are having new experiences. I think that you're dating new people. You're building a new foundation. The Four of Wands is talking about celebrations. It can be talking about marriages. You might even be in a new relationship, and they are not happy about that at all. You found your new beginning because you found balance and you charged towards what you actually wanted, which was the Ten of Cups. A balanced and stable foundation, a healthy relationship where everyone's needs are being met, and it's in like everyone knows how to fill their own cup, and they also know how to truly, give love. So you know how to receive love, you know how to give love. So now I understand why the incense was partnered with this pile, because I just intuitively pick the cards. I don't look at them. I just pick 3 items and partner them together. And now it makes total sense. And I was like intuitively being told banish when I was talking about the incense, mentioned banishing. Yeah, this is like really, really narcissistic, toxic energy. I definitely think that you're in like absolute no contact. You have taken your power back. I also get the sense that for some of you, you were actually married to this person, and you're now an expert on narcissism and coercive control and gaslighting. You know all about all of the buzzwords that go along with narcissists and their abuse tactics. And you are now building a new foundational life for yourself. You actually might be an expert where you actually talk about this kind of abuse, in various ways. Like you could be a counselor, you could be a social worker, you could be a lawyer, you could be a judge, you could be a teacher, you could be a coach, you could be doing healing work, doctor, nurse, you could be doing any number of things. But I definitely think that this experience, although awful, was a stepping stone for you to learn your truth strength and to help you to be this leader, right? To be an entrepreneur. You might be starting your own business around this. You might be guiding, and like that's a lot of work that I do. I work with a lot of women specifically, but men as well, that have escaped toxic relationships. So I definitely think that that could be part of, this storyline, like part of the reason why that was even written into your life plan, because I believe that we are infinite beings. We live forever. We just build lifetime upon lifetime. We build and build and build on our experience so that we can grow and expand our soul. And, having a toxic relationship like that does help you to know your own worth, have boundaries, and really be able to speak your mind. So let's find out some more information about how your ex feels about your glow up pile number 3. How does pile number 3's ex feel about their glow up? Oops. Okay, let me get the one that was on the floor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was a toxic relationship. Like, I do not, use the term narcissist and toxic. Like, this could even be verging, if not actually have been a domestic violence situation, because you got the escape card. You literally had to escape this person because they were so toxic. You had to run away. I'm getting the energy that for some of you, you literally had to escape in the middle of the night with nothing. And now you have built this new, and I have goosebumps. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting the energy that you were a prisoner in your own home. You were a prisoner in this relationship. And that it was like a slow transition into being completely isolated from other people. You got the power card, and this card actually says 2 things to me. It is talking to me about psychic abilities and intuition. So you likely had seen red flags early on, but because of the lack of experience, and nobody talks about this stuff, you didn't know what you were looking at, so you just continued on with the relationship because this person, you might have actually been friends even before you started to have an intimate relationship, and you they had a lot of status and power. They, really carried themselves with a lot of pride, and they were exciting and different. You felt inspired when you were around them. You had never met anyone like them. You got the eccentricity card. And they were really, truly original, and you felt like you were discovering new things with them. But slowly over time, they sort of manipulated you through gaslighting and other tactics like triangulation. And you might have had breakups, and then they said, oh, I'm so sorry, I made such a mistake and I'll never do it again. I definitely get the energy that they did that because there was infidelity. There was an affair. They were highly, I get, sex addict kind of energy here because I'm getting the seduction card. I think that they get a lot of their self-worth from how they are received in a sexual way from other people. Like if they are able to, like, it's conquest kind of energy. Like if I'm able to get, this person, then I'm good enough. Well, it's never going to fill the hole that's inside their heart. But honestly, I'm getting like where this might actually be like legit, like narcissist, diagnosable, not just on the spectrum. Which is a good thing that you got away from that because it never, ever, ever turns around, unfortunately. But you started to see that there was a difference in your principles. Like you were like two opposing forces. You just were not able to, they did not want what you wanted. And you were constantly having to be versatile and bend over backwards. Look at this, for them to be happy. And I honestly am getting the energy that like, they would say jump and you were supposed to say how high. Like you were doing everything. If you were married to this person or lived with this person, you were working full time, cleaning and taking care of the home, paying the majority of the bills, taking care of any children or pets, and they were still asking you for handouts, that kind of energy. And they didn't want you to tell anyone what was going on. They wanted everything to be a secret. And they honestly, I still get the energy that they feel ownership over you and they are not happy for your independence, for you being able to walk away from them. They don't think that you deserve to be able to have your own life. That is so toxic. Whoa, that is really, really, really sad. And you just need to keep doing what you're doing because you are raising your vibration. You are going in a direction that ultimately you are going to have this 10 of cups if you haven't already found it. And I think you know that. I think you can feel it inside. I feel like there was a moment, there was like a breaking point where you were like, no more. We're done. And you had to be really strategic. That's the energy I get. You had to be really strategic to escape. And that's not like leaving in the middle of the night with nothing isn't obviously going to relate to everyone, but you still had to be smart. You couldn't like show them your hand, if you will. Okay, so let's get some final cards and find out how your ex feels about your glow up pile number 3. How does pile number 3's ex feel about their glow up? Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. They see you as shining like the sun, shining like a star. And honestly, that is why they treated you so badly. That's the sick thing about this kind of like shadow energy. It's that they don't treat you badly because they don't think that you're good enough. They treat you badly because they think you're too good. And they want to like knock you off the pedestal because they actually feel horrible about themselves based on their own trauma. But they aren't ready to accept that. And they might never be able to accept that in this life, But you got the sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. And you got the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. You also got wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. I think that the universe has been rewarding you for making this massive change, going in another direction, taking a different path. And you have now transcended. You've connected back with your own intuition and your own power. You are able to walk through that doorway, and now you are discovering all new things. Maybe now you're getting the original ideas, and that's allowing you to stand on this stage and like really, really shine your light. You've got self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. Yes, you've built yourself up after being totally torn down. You got the fire, the element of fire, heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. They tore you all the way down. They burned your life down to ash, and then you rose up like the phoenix. You transformed as a result of that, like seeds in the forest that only burst forth after a forest fire has ripped through. You were transformed by this, and now you're going to be able to create the life that you want. You got the festival, creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. You are creating a life where you can celebrate every single day. You might actually be creating some sort of conference or festival or event that has something to do with this original idea, some sort of like inspiration that's come to you as a result of crossing the finish line with this. And then finally, you got love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. They literally think that you could have anyone. And you know what? You will. You will have exactly who you deserve because you are worthy. You're a god. You're a goddess. You don't need this toxic energy anymore. And they are going to continue to have toxic relationship after toxic relationship. No matter what it looks like on the outside, they fake it, right? You know, you were inside the relationship with them. They fake everything. So don't be fooled and think that they are finally in love and they've changed or something because everything on social media looks like it's perfect. I promise you it's a living nightmare. They're just lying. It's all spin with them. So keep going. You're doing amazing. You're headed in the right direction. And before you know it, you're going to have the beautiful life, family, children, whatever it is that you've been dreaming of. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This one was intense, but it was good. If you liked the reading, if it resonated, please like. If you know someone this might relate to, who might be interested in it, share the reading. And please, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, join our little family. And for any of you who are interested in having a one-on-one reading with me, you can always go to my website, odessamall.com, and you can check out all my services there. It was really awesome doing this for you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care.